Have you ever wondered why some people seem to glide through life with effortless joy, untouched by the opinions of others? What secret do they hold that allows them to be truly happy? Join me on a journey into a timeless Zen story that unravels the mystery of living a happy life, free from the shackles of judgment. It's a tale that not only captivates the heart, but also speaks to the soul, offering profound wisdom on the art of what some might call selfishness. The monk and the unseen burden. In a tranquil monastery nestled in the mountains, there lived a young monk named Tashi. Tashi was known for his dedication and discipline, but beneath his calm exterior, he was often troubled by the judgments of others. He worried about what the other monks thought of him, how he compared to them, and whether he was living up to the expectations of his wise master, Master Rinzin. One evening, as the sun set behind the peaks, casting a golden glow over the monastery, Master Rinzin called Tashi to his side. "Tashi," he said, his voice gentle yet firm, "I see that you carry an unseen burden. Your heart is heavy with the weight of others' opinions. Tonight I will tell you a story that may help you lighten this load." Tashi sat eagerly at his master's feet, ready to absorb the wisdom that was to come. The tale of the enlightened fool. Once in a village much like any other, there lived a man named Hiroshi. Hiroshi was considered a fool by the villagers. He did not follow the customs, he spoke his mind without fear, and he often laughed at things that others found serious. The villagers, bound by their own judgments and societal norms, could not understand Hiroshi's carefree nature. "Look at him," they would say. "He has no sense of shame. He is selfish, thinking only of his own joy and disregarding the expectations of others." But Hiroshi was unbothered. He lived his life as he wished, waking with the sunrise and wandering the fields, talking to animals and dancing with the wind. His days were filled with simple pleasures that brought him immense joy. To Hiroshi, every moment was a gift, every breath a celebration. One day, a wandering monk named Kazuki arrived in the village. Kazuki was known for his deep wisdom and had traveled far and wide, spreading the teachings of Zen. The villagers, eager to impress the revered monk, quickly pointed out Hiroshi, hoping to hear the monk condemn him. "Great monk," they said. "What do you think of Hiroshi? Is he not a fool, living only for his own happiness and ignoring the rules and judgments of society?" Kazuki observed Hiroshi from a distance and saw the genuine happiness in his eyes, the lightness in his step and the peace in his heart. He smiled and turned to the villagers. "Tell me," Kazuki asked, "is it better to live by the rules of others and be unhappy, or to follow one's own path and find true joy?" The villagers were silent, taken aback by the monk's question. Kazuki continued, "Hiroshi may seem foolish to you, but he has found something many spend their entire lives searching for: happiness. He is free from the prison of judgment, living in harmony with his true self. In his so-called selfishness, he has discovered the art of living." The turning point. Tashi listened intently, the words of the story resonating deep within him. He realized that he, like the villagers, had been trapped by the judgments of others, constantly striving to meet their expectations rather than his own. "But Master," Tashi said, his voice filled with wonder, "how does one truly let go of these judgments? How can I find the courage to live like Hiroshi?" Master Rinzin smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "The journey to such freedom begins with understanding yourself, Tashi. You must learn to listen to your own heart, to value your own happiness above the fleeting opinions of others. It is not an easy path, but it is the path to true joy." The practice of self-compassion. In the weeks that followed, Tashi embarked on a new practice under Master Rinzin's guidance. Every morning before the sun rose, he would sit in meditation, focusing not on silence or breath alone, but on his own heart. He learned to observe his thoughts without judgment, to acknowledge his fears and insecurities, and to let them go. With each passing day, Tashi felt lighter. He began to understand that the judgments of others were reflections of their own fears and limitations, not of his worth. He discovered that by embracing his true self, he could find a happiness that was unwavering and profound. One evening, as he walked through the monastery gardens, Tashi came across a small bird struggling to free itself from a thorny bush. Carefully he helped the bird, his touch gentle and kind. The bird, free from its entanglement, chirped happily and flew away. At that moment, Tashi realized that he too had been like the bird, trapped by the thorny judgments of others. And now, through the practice of self-compassion and the wisdom of his master, he was freeing himself to soar. The ripple effect. As Tashi's inner transformation continued, others in the monastery began to notice. His newfound joy and confidence were contagious. inspiring the other monks to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Master Rinzin watched with a knowing smile, proud of his disciples' growth. Tashi's story spread beyond the monastery, reaching nearby villages and towns. People from all walks of life came to learn from him, eager to find the secret to living happily without the burden of judgment. Tashi, now a wise teacher in his own right, shared the lessons he had learned with compassion and humility. True happiness, he would say, comes from within. It is found when we let go of the need to please others and embrace our authentic selves. In the art of selfishness, we discover the boundless joy of simply being. A legacy of freedom. Years passed, and Tashi continued to teach and inspire countless individuals. His message was simple yet profound. Live your truth, find your joy, and let go of the judgments that bind you. His legacy became a testament to the power of self-compassion and the freedom that comes from embracing one's true self. As the sun set over the mountains, casting a golden glow over the monastery, Master Rinzin and Tashi stood side by side, their hearts filled with peace. They had both walked the path of self-discovery, learning that the art of living happily lies not in the approval of others, but in the deep, unwavering love for oneself. And so, the story of Tashi and the enlightened fool Hiroshi reminds us all, to live a happy life we must look within, honor our true selves, and let go of the judgments that weigh us down. In the embrace of selfishness, we find the purest form of joy, a joy that no one can take away.